Go! Look at that. He's lost it badly there, right off the tarmac. Well, I just hope he's all right after that one. Normally, motor racing, driving a car right to its limit, is very much a skill from the head, not from the heart. But out on the track today, we're seeing some really passionate performances. Down into first, second gear, down into second. That was a very heavy collision with the Armco. Let's hope they're all right. Go!
In a busy qualifying session, a Grand Prix driver has to be really on the limit. He brakes at the last moment, turns in very fast, cannot afford any mistakes whatsoever.
Down into second, third gear, third. Down into second. He's already behind at the first split. OK, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. I don't think he's going to better his time. He's behind at split 2. 4. Down into second. Down into second. I'm looking at the qualifying lap times now. Excellent! That was a brilliant lap and puts him on provisional pole. Sixth. Third. Down into second. Down into first. OK, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. That's a better time over the first intermediate. He's down at intermediate 2, but he's improved on his previous times. Down into first, down into second. OK, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. That's a better time over the first intermediate. OK, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. He's down at intermediate 2, but he's improved on his previous times. Down into first. He must qualify near the front of the grid with that time. Compared with his previous times, I can see that he's actually slower there. Down into second, third, fourth gear. That's down on his previous fastest lap at the second split. Down into first. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. His time for the first sector is better, but but he's still not as quick as the fastest qualifier. Down into second. Third gear. He's down on the leader at split 2, but his time is quicker than his previous best. Down into first. His time for the first sector is better, but he's still not as quick as the fastest qualifier. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. He's up on the leader at intermediate 2. Fourth gear, fourth. I think we'll see him in pole position for tomorrow's race. A new TAR ruling for 1997 is that the teams have to decide in advance which compound to use for both qualifying and the race. And having done so, they're limited to a maximum of 28 TARs. He's braking hard. He's already behind at the first split. I don't think he's going to better his time. He's behind at split 2. Down into first. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. This looks like a slower lap. He's down at split 1. He's down at the second split. Down into first. Down into second. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. Amazing! That has surely put him on pole. It's not enough to be lucky. You've got to be good. And he is that. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. That's the fastest time over the first sector we've seen today. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. He's up on the leader at intermediate 2.
He's a real veteran of Formula One, and it shows in the maturity of his driving.
Second gear, down into second. He's down at the first split. He's looking good for an excellent lap here, up at split 2. Second, down into second. I'm looking at the qualifying lap times now. He's already behind at the first split. Down into first. That's down on his previous fastest lap over the second sector. Down into first. Second gear. Down into second. Hello and welcome to Austria. The A1 ring here in Zeltweg is the scene of this year's Austrian Grand Prix. This is a virtual... The drivers are lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. The red lights are beginning to come on. And it's go, go, go! Straight down towards turn 1 they come. He's lost third place. He's collided with Alesi. Beautiful. 5th position now. He's got cleanly away. Well, I think the following car just couldn't brake in time and ended up hitting his rear. That's won him 3rd place. He's gained 2nd place. Superb! Now he's in 1st place. This is lap 2 of the race. Race order: David Coulthard, Williams number 1, Heights Harold Frenson, Michael Schumacher. Only 3 laps to go. We're into the 2nd to last lap. He must be shedding buckets of adrenaline in that car. And he's on his last lap now. Race order: David Coulthard, Williams number 1. Heitz Harold Frenson, Michael Schumacher.
He really is acquitting himself exceptionally well, despite his lack of experience.
What a marvellous race! What a great win!